Hey traders, this is Okana here, and I'm going to show you a charting software because you need to analyze charts for the asset that you wish to trade very carefully before you trade, otherwise you'll be just gambling, and you don't want to be a gambler when it comes to binary options or trading in general. So you need to get familiar with charting and technical analysis. So this is how you can get started. You start with a software, with a program, something you will either install or a web-based application. So there are multiple different charting softwares and applications out there. If you Google, for example, Netdania, free stock charts, Think or Swim, and of course the very popular one, MetaTrader. MetaTrader 4 is the very popular one. This is the one I have here. So you can go to their website, MetaTrader4.com. So this has nothing to do with your binary options broker. So regardless of which binary options broker you're with, stock, pair, 24 option, it doesn't matter which broker you're with. This has nothing to do with your broker. This is a third-party application that you use to analyze charts. So before you place a trade on your broker's account, you want to have a software like this so you can put your strategy in it, your indicators, set it up, and based on that you get your signals for the trading, and then you have the broker's page up and you place your trades there. So this has nothing to do with the broker. The binary options broker is not going to provide you with MetaTrader. So you go to their website, MetaTrader4.com, their official website, because it's safer to download it from them. Otherwise you might get some viruses and unwanted software that people put in there to steal your information, for example, or something like that. So it's always safest, regardless of whatever the software it is that you're downloading, always go to their official website. So you have the official website here. As you can see, it's available for Windows. We have on Mac, Apple, Linux, and Android. So as you can see here, you have it on smartphone, PC. So download it and install this MetaTrader 4, and once you have installed this, it will ask you to scan for brokers. So after your installation is over, it will ask you which broker to add. So in this example, I have added Oanda. It's a Forex broker. So again, it has nothing to do with a binary options broker. So don't go looking for your binary options broker to provide you with charts. They're not going to do that. So once you have installed MetaTrader 4, that's the application. So now you want the price, and the price comes from different sources, and that's where you have to add a Forex broker that will provide you with this price, the quotes, as they say. So for example, here you have the Meta Quotes demo, or you can add your own broker and scan, and you will find different Forex brokers. So you can Google different Forex brokers, and you sign up on a demo. Okay, so you don't have to pay anything. It's totally free. So you just use your own email address and your name, and that's it. I don't even think you have to provide a phone number, a real one at least. So you sign up for a demo, and then you get their address like this. As you can see, here's an example, mtcompany.com. So whatever the company it is, for example, in this case, Oanda that I'm using. So I connect there, and then it will ask you to sign up. So you use your name, your email address, and then you select demo account. This doesn't matter the deposit because you're not depositing anything, it's just a demo. And then you click next, and it's done. It will give you password, and probably you have to verify your email. So go to your email, verify, and then once you come back, you're gonna hear a sound, which means that you're connected, and you're gonna see the price is moving. Unless you're doing it during the weekend, because then the prices aren't moving. The market is closed, so you're not gonna see any movement. So if you do it during the bank days, you will see immediately, once you're connected, it will say playing, and then the price moves, and then you will see like you can see here right now. Also, you can check your status if you I've removed the status bar, but here below you can see if you're connected. You can see if it says 0/0, then it's not downloading any charts, but in this case we can see we're connected, and we can click there, we can see we're connected to Oanda practice account. So once I come here, the first thing I want to do is to clean up the chart, so I want to have more room. So let's start removing stuff that are unnecessary. You want to have as much screen available for your chart, so let's remove the surroundings. So you will have lots of charts open when you come here, so you can close everything and then open the only chart that you like. So for example, I like Euro USD, so I will open one from here, plus sign, and then you can choose from the list here, or Forex. So it depends which broker you're connected to. Some brokers will offer you stocks and commodities as well. This one it's only giving me the Forex pairs, but that's the only thing I want to trade, so I don't care. So then I like to remove the grid, so you just right click. So you can see it's just like using your own computer for everything else. You just right click when you want the settings. So you right click anywhere on the screen, and then you remove the grid. I like it better this way, it's cleaner, because I draw lines and I don't want my lines to interfere with the grid, so I can see clearly what I'm doing. And then the next thing you want to do is to press the candlesticks here. You can see up here it says candlesticks, so you click this, and then you need to zoom in a bit so you can see the candlesticks. I like to zoom in a couple of times, that's enough. You don't want to zoom in too much, so you have to zoom in and out, or just press the plus and minus on your keyboard. That works as well. And you can also choose different time frames. As you can see, time frames are all here, and they're also here. So I like to use this. I have moved them up because once you log in, they're kind of down here somewhere, so you just pick them up and throw them up there, because you will have more room for your charts, and that's what we want. We want more room so we can clearly see the charts and not have a tiny screen like this. If you want to trade well, you want to have you want to look back as far as you can with just one glimpse. So I prefer to have as much room as possible. And you can also set up the colors if you like. If you think this looks boring or hurts your eyes, you can go to, again, right click. When you right click, you have lots of options. You can do a lot of things. So properties, and as you can see, you have lots of colors. For example, the background, the candles for the bullish candles. So if you're not sure, don't play with them unless you understand how the candlesticks works, because if you choose the wrong colors, you might not understand where price is going, whether a candlestick is bullish or bearish. But let me show you an example of some charts I have created. Here's another color, as you can see, red and blue. I think I have a white one as well. Here's, as you can see, I have set up different colors. Alice blue is the background in this case. So you can experiment with that, and once you find the chart that you like, simply right click again and then go to templates and save template. This will save your chart, so if your computer crashes or whatever, and if you want to have another chart just like this one with the same settings, you can just open one and then you right click and then template, and then you can load template on here. So once you're done, you go to template, save template, and then you give it a name and save. And then if you want to have another chart similar to this one, you open one here and then template, load template. So you just add the one that you saved. Or sometimes if you download a strategy you want to upload, you can do that too. We have some tools that are good to use. My favorite ones are the draw horizontal lines, good for price action when I set up my lines so I know where to take call or put options. and the trend line is also great. So what I like to do is to do a chart shift, because now if I want to draw a trend line is too far to the right, it's kind of annoying. So what I do is to click in the shift end button. It will give me some room. And also make sure you always have to scroll the chart to the end, because if you don't have this, then you might miss out that there is new price coming out, and you might happen to trade on previous data if you open your charts. So always scroll so you can see the recent price, see what's happening. So for example, the trend line, I use this, draw trend line. As you can see, if you hover your mouse above things, it will tell you what it is. Crosshair, vertical line. This is also a great vertical line because if you want to go to a lower time frame. So this is how you draw a trend line, and you can move it if you want. You can just double click and drag it further. If you double click, you can readapt to another candlesticks openings and close price. So that's the trend line, and vertical lines are good if you want to find where you are. So for example, if you want to go to this area and we want to see where it is on the 15-minute time frame, if you go to the 15, you will find your vertical line. So it's a good tool to use as well. Now the next thing you want to do, especially if you're a beginner, you're going to need some tools to try, just so you learn what's going on. You might have looked in our forum, CommuniTraders. You found some tools, indicators that you like to try out. So you can go to insert, as you can see up here, and it says indicators. Here you can select, if it's a trend, a trending indicator, you can go to trends. You can see moving average, Bollinger Bands. If it's an oscillating indicator that oscillates up and down, you can see a stochastic, RSI, Relative Strength Index, which are very popular. Volumes, Bill Williams, and then custom indicators. These are the ones I have added manually. So if you find an indicator you want to add, it's a custom indicator that you don't, that MetaTrader does not include. If you want to know the easiest way to find out where you should put the indicators is to click up here, MetaQuotes language editor. So click it, which will open something like this. It will open Meta Editor, and here you can see indicators. Okay, so this is where you want to put your custom indicators. So you click this. So just right click and open folder, and it will take you to the folder where the custom indicators should be put. So if you found indicators, they will be like this, MQ4 and EX4. So you will put the indicators here, you will extract them in this map, just copy them or put them in here, and then you have to restart MetaTrader. So just close MetaTrader and then wait a couple of seconds, open it again, and then you go to insert, custom, and then we will find the ones that you installed. So for example, I use FiboPiv that I've added. If you click it, it will ask you for some settings. So if you're not going to do any settings, just click OK, and there you go. It draws for you support and resistance lines. So that's one way you can do it. So that's an example of how to upload a custom indicator. Now let's try out something else. For example, a moving average. For example, exponential moving average. If you don't know what it is, you can look at my other video about moving averages. So just search our channel, CommuniTraders Live on YouTube. Just search for moving averages and you will see what they are. I have explained all of them, and also a simple strategy you can use to just practice on a demo with until you learn how they function. And if you want to change settings, you can just double click the indicator, or you can also right click and but you have to right click on the indicator, and as you can see, MA 200, which is the moving average 200 properties, or just delete it. So that's how you use MetaTrader for inserting indicators. There are also some other tools, as you can see, arrows, shapes. These are good if you want to keep your diary, which you should. I strongly recommend you keep a diary so you can use, for example, an arrow. Let's suppose you took a trade up here, for example, based on this resistance. So we'll just put an arrow there, and then let's suppose it expired down here. So we'll put a cross or a thumbs up or whatever you like. So then you will print screen here, and then we'll share it on in your diary, and make sure you got the time frame included when you take the picture, and if you're using any other indicators, so people can see what you're using, which setup, which time frame, where you entered, and which asset, by the way. So that's good for your trading diary, and also for yourself, so you can come back and see when you took the trade and why you took it, and it will help you out. So MetaTrader is good for that. You can also leave your arrow there, so tomorrow when you come back, the next day you come back next week, you want to see, where did I take the trade? When price comes back again, then you remember, oh, I took a trade here, so it was a good resistance area. So this is what MetaTrader is great at. You can save everything here and know for the future. And also another thing that's very important is that when you have the broker's website up, you see it's giving us a price, and you want to compare this to your own, to the MetaTrader. You see we have a small difference. You will always have a small difference between the broker's price. If it's just 1 pip, that's totally fine. If it's 1 or 2 pips, 1.5 pip, that's totally fine. And if you have a too big difference, that can cause you losses, so be careful. Change the forex broker in that case. So the forex broker I've chosen, the Oanda, as you can see, the price is pretty similar. It's just 1 pip, not even 1 pip of difference, and that's really good. So also you want to check, always compare, so you know that the broker is giving you a good price. You should use a third-party charting application, like, as I said, there are several others. If you don't want to install MetaTrader, there is Netdania, Free Stock Charts, Thinkorswim. Some of them require a sign up, but mostly they're free. And as I said, MetaTrader is the commonly used, and you will find lots of indicators and strategies that are created for MetaTrader, and you can just upload the indicators here, or the indicators are already here, most of them, so you can just put them up, save it, and then every time you come back it's going to be here. So there are different things you can do. Of course, we don't have time to go through them all. You can try it out for yourself. So don't be afraid of clicking around a little bit. Right click and try to find out what else you can do. And something else I want to show you is, if you go to the right, to the price margin here, so you can see the price here, right? So if you click, you left click, and you hold the mouse button and you drag, this is also good to learn. So as you can see, you don't see there is a support 3 unless you scroll down. So if you drag the price down, you will see it. So that's good when price is approaching and you want to have an entry. You want to see when your price touches that line. So you can just drag a little bit, but don't do too much, because then you don't see what's going on. You don't see the volatility and what's going on in the market. So just a little bit, so you can see it when price is getting close, so you know you're ready when it touches. So this is a good thing to learn and use. So I think I've pretty much covered everything. You watched the Japanese candlestick video, so you understand how these candlesticks work, because I have explained them, what they represent, the wicks and everything is explained, some candle formation. So check them out. We have a playlist on Japanese candlesticks, and watch the price action video, so you also learn how to draw support resistance lines and then take advantage of them and trade them. So I think that's pretty much it for this time. If you want to have some advice on which forex broker to connect to on your MetaTrader, come to CommuniTraders. Here we have MetaTrader for questions and answers. We have it in the forum, so just become a member. I've also explained how to become a member in a video. Just search CommuniTraders free demo account and explain how you can become a member. So come here and you can ask about if you have any difficulties. Just read here first, because I'm pretty sure most of your questions are already answered here, because there have been lots of other beginners before you who have had questions. So come here, check it out. And also we have an article, the MetaTrader for the must-have charting software. You can read more on why you need it, and more on MetaTrader and how to use different things that I've already explained are already here further explained, so you can just check them out. I will link these below in the description, so you can find the links to these pages. So I hope you learned something today, and I will see you in the forum.